well-rounded guy, right? Mind, body, spirit. You see some guys where, and my father is like this. My father it was a tough guy growing up. He's a fighter. Real brute guy. Tough guy. Grew up on a reservation, but his insides, he wasn't good at showing his emotions. You know what I mean? Whereas Jr. is. You know what I mean? So to me, that's a definition of a man.
Children who grow up in fatherless homes have a greater risk of major challenges in life. Children who grow up in poverty are more likely to live in poverty as adults. In homes where one or more adults abuse alcohol or drugs, children are approximately twice as likely to develop addictive disorders themselves. The average career of a pro football player is 3 years. Less than 1% of amateur football players become professional athletes.
My name is LaRose, and I'm more than a statistic. I was born February 27, 1984. I came into a broken home. I came into a home where my mother was a full-blown drug addict. I grew up not knowing my father. You see, growing up on welfare, there are often times where I didn't know where I was going to get my next meal from. I didn't have money to buy food, but what I would do is I would hover around the A&W. I would sit down and eat other people's leftover food. 14 years old, that was my childhood reality. And so I remember many times, many nights, I would cry myself to sleep. I couldn't understand why these type of things were happening. I thought maybe something was wrong with me. People often ask, JR, if you could change one thing from your childhood, what would it be? I tell people nothing. The things that I have gone through has made me the man that I am today. But now I'm playing junior football. For my third season, I got a scholarship. My cell phone rings. I pick it up, and on the other line, it's the head coach of the Edmonton Eskimos. So in 2005, I had the best training camp that any defensive player had. And I'll never forget that moment. Because you see all those people that said, JR, you're not big enough. You're not fast enough. You're not strong enough. Well, guess what? Majority of those people had to buy a ticket to watch me live out my childhood dream. I've been proving people wrong my whole life. It was about the sacrifices that my mother had to make. It was about my family being proud, but more importantly now, it's about that other young boy, maybe at Ben Cap or whatever other school, that had gone through similar situations that I had gone through. It's now giving him hope, knowing that, hey, if JR was able to do it, I could do the exact same thing. We're playing against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. One of the Winnipeg players runs by, hits my leg with his knee, snaps my leg in half. The team doctor stands up and says, JR, the way you shattered your leg, you probably won't play professional football again. So now I'm out. 2008, 2009 season, I'm just learning how to walk again. So I go to the Edmonton Eskimos, and I said, will you give me a chance? He says, JR, we don't think your leg will hold up. So we're not going to bring you back in to be a member of the Edmonton Eskimos. So I flew to BC the very next week. I worked out for the BC Lions. I had a great camp. I ended up making the team, but we had training camp in Kamloops. Second last game of the season, we're playing against my former team, the Edmonton Eskimos. But off to the side there was that doctor that said I wouldn't play professional football again. And I said, hey doc, a little smart grin on my face, and said, I made it back. You see, who am I to just quit? We're all gonna get knocked down. I need to be able to show my kid that when life slaps you in the face, you gotta be able to pick yourself back up. And so as I'm getting ready, we're practicing. The assistant general manager comes onto the field, says, JR, they found your mom earlier this morning. Your mom ended up passing away. So I remember I broke down and I was absolutely crushed. I got my fighting, my warrior spirit from my mom, especially when I understood what my mom went through the residential school. Yes, my mom was far from perfect, but my mother did her very, very best. So now I'm playing in the biggest game of my career, the Grey Cup Championship in BC Place, in front of 56,000 screaming fans. So we ended up playing the Winnipeg Blue Bombers that day, and we beat Winnipeg, and now I'm standing on stage. And I had a moment, you see, where I was able to really reflect on my life. You see, I was a kid that grew up not having a father. The majority of my family had struggled with addictions. I was a kid that grew up on welfare. I was a kid that was sexually abused. But I knew one day I was gonna have kids, and I didn't want my kids to go through the same thing that I went through. I wasn't gonna allow my situation to become my excuse in life and why I couldn't be whatever it is that I wanted to be.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
My name's Nathan Gagner. Played with LaRose junior football. We played Huskies together. Going on 19 years of friendship. And I like coming to watch him speak. It means a lot to me. My family battles depression. Today's focus with the youth about depression. And always love to, it's motivating coming to watch him. He doesn't just motivate youth, he motivates the people around him, family, friends. Yeah, makes me want to be a better person as well.
My name is Melissa Nolsky, and I'm the program director for the Aboriginal Head Start programs here in Edmonton. JR was an employee of mine back, I want to say, 2009-ish or so. And JR was a fun-loving, carefree individual that came and shared his love and his passion for those kids and teaching them what he could and be a presence in their life on a regular basis. So watching him grow into where he is today and being able to speak his truth, speak his story and share that with so many people that allow him to be that role model, continuing on, whether you're 3 to 5, which is where he started with us, to where he is today with his own children and what he offers them. It's fantastic to see.
It's just amazing to see him speak to his people and speak to these people that just love to hear his message and, you know, that feel-good story. He carries the same kind of passion and intensity that he always had on the field, and it's just so cool to see him put that into a new walk of life in this public speaking, which, I mean, has been amazing. And, you know, the message and the story he gives, that keep doing what you're doing, man. It's just so amazing to see the impact he's having on people. Some of the women that came up and spoke after, in particular one lady, you know, you could hear the quiver in her voice and you could hear how that hit her and how that affected her. I mean, it was absolutely amazing to see. And I know how he's affected the people around him, but I've never got to see how those ripples have spread through his community, and it's just unbelievable. So, so proud to see him doing this.
This means a lot to me, really. Like, it really inspires me because, for one, I thought I was going through bigger problems, but when he told me about what has been going on for him, it really touched me, and it made me look wide open and realize that my life isn't that bad and there's worse things in life. I was just blown away by what actually he said, and it just completely inspired me, and I'm really happy he said that and that I'm here.